Well, Bronco Nation, it is the bye week, and unfortunately, that meant no Boise State football this weekend. But it's also meant that I've been able to work on a couple other side projects. And one of the videos I'm getting to work on today is going to be a card unboxing. First time I've ever done an unboxing type of video, so a little bit out of my element here. But we're just going to go through a couple of these trading card packs that I got from one of my uncles in Boise. Sent me a couple, so I'm so excited to go through these today. Obviously, for anyone unfamiliar, these are the Boise State trading cards that Boise State is paired up with through NIL deals with Jackson food stores, so you can buy them in Jackson food store brands. I know they were selling out across Boise area, but they were saying that they were going to be getting more in, especially with how popular these were. I would not be surprised to see additional orders coming through. Now, one out of every 10 packs has an autographed special edition card in it. And again, it's 1 through 100. Every Boise State player is represented on this roster. So every single card had every one out of every 10 packs potentially has one of these signed cards in it. We've got 2 packs today, which means our odds are 20%. I've been real good as a Boise State fan this year. I've done everything that Buster Bronco has wanted of me. I've watched every single Boise State game all the way through to the end, including the Oregon State and UTEP games. I've been passionate. I've been faithful. I've come up. I've made my pilgrimage to Boise. So hopefully Buster Bronco will be kind enough today to bless us with one of these signed Boise State limited edition. Either way, I'm just so excited to have these. This is going to be a great addition to my Boise State collection. Make sure you go out and get one yourself. For those of you who haven't seen them before, these are the Boise State trading card packs. This is a great effort by Boise State to reach out to incorporate the NIL era into their program to allow you to go out and support Boise State, to support Boise State players, and also, of course, to add to your collection. So make sure you go out. I'm not sponsored or being paid to say any of this, by the way, so you can trust my plug. Make sure you go out and buy one of these packs today before they sell out, because they are very popular. So we're going to go off the bat. I'm very excited by the fact that this is just a very easy pull here, because I was afraid coming on this video you'd all have to watch me struggle as I try to open some plastic wrapping, but easy pull straight across the top. There it is off the bat. Let's see what we have in pack number 1. All right, we got Herbert gums right on the front, and oh, there's the plastic. All right, here we go. Here's that embarrassing part that I was hoping we wouldn't come to, but let's see. Oh man, here we got to fumble with it a little bit. All right, there we go. We're in. Quick as we can. Like a blitzer coming from the outside. All right, here we go. So, all right off the top here, we have Herbert Gums. That is a fantastic card right there off the top. We've got Michael Callahan. I'm excited about that one. Julian Simpson, number 78. Julian Simpson, number 78 right there. We've got Mason Jacobson. So a couple of the guys you haven't really seen in the game yet, but Boise State Broncos that always have a possibility to make an impact down the road, especially with how everything is going with the future of the Boise State program. Got new offensive coordinator in this year, got new offensive coordinator coming in next year. A lot of changes being made up across the road. You're going to have a lot of fifth-year seniors leaving the program next season, so a lot of guys are going to get a chance. DJ Schramm, there he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Schramm, one of the leaders on defense, came out of nowhere this season. He has been exciting. I didn't even notice here on the back. Oh, it's got some great information on these guys. It tells you their height, basic information, height, weight, hometown, and their high school as well. Obviously, some great information here on these guys. This would not be too hard to make a Boise State style playing game at all out of these. So here we go. That's DJ Schramm. That's an exciting one. James Ferguson Reynolds. I know that he got benched last week. They put in a different punter, a different look last week. But I'm excited for the future of him. I met him when I was in Boise, or met him, and that I met him, got him to take a photo and sign. Didn't have an in-depth conversation or anything like that. But I'm even excited about him coming to Boise. So I'm really pumped by what he can do in the future. I know that they wanted to go and give Well a little bit of a chance, see what he could do. Of course, cousin of legendary punter Boise State Sean Well. But they wanted to give him a little bit of a try. I thought that James Ferguson Reynolds has done better in his performance so far this season. And I think that even though he struggled a little bit, down the road, high upside, he's going to be a player that has a much better potential to reach that high upside for what Boise State is looking for in their punting game. All right, Gavin Whale. So there we go. We got 2 punters in back. So I've got basically my whole special team set right here. Obviously, still needing a kicker in here, so hopefully we'll get one right off the bat. But 2 punters back to back. Either of these guys, you're going to be okay in your punting game. Obviously, last week Gavin Whale getting the start over James Ferguson there. We've got Jake Ripp, so another player who hasn't made a huge impact yet for the team. So a couple of these guys, you got them in their practice jerseys here. You got Cortez Hogans. There's a guy that we're excited for in the future. We definitely previewed him when I had all the players on during my preseason preview for Boise State. George Helani, there it is. There's the card. There's the top one so far. I'd say out of the ones I've gotten so far, George Helani, DJ Schramm, those are my two favorites there. What a game he had last week. Definitely hitting his full stride. So we got Billy Bowens. He has had a very good season so far this year. Definitely think a lot more potential coming forward. We'll have to see how much of a role he plays without the heavy focus on the passing game, but he had a touchdown last week. So Billy Bowens, that's a big one right there. Devin Wright right there, Devin Wright Jr. And then we've got Ezekiel Noah. He had a huge game last week. Another top player right there. And then J.L. Skinner. That is not a bad card pack right there. That's just card pack number one. That, I am not disappointed at all. We've got some real highlight players there. We've got some certain potential future star players right there. But right there off the bat, that is a great lineup on the first card pack for my first opening here. And we've got some other great ones as well in that pack. All right, pack number two. So unless I missed it in all of the discussion and the preview here, no signed cards in that first pack. No signed cards in that first pack, but that's okay because we've got a second one to open here. So we'll go through this. Just reviewing real quick. I don't know if these sign on the front or the back. All right, no signed cards. That's all right. You know what? Every pack that I open that doesn't have a signed card means there's a better chance for you to get a signed card. Make sure you head down to your local Jackson food store and buy a pack as soon as you can. Again, I'm not being paid to say this, but I love seeing Boise State supported. I would love to see more initiatives like this, not just for the players, but for the fan base as well. I think it's a great outreach for both. All right, pack number two. We'll put pack number one over here, so I don't confuse them. That was pack number one right there. That was a great pack, like I said. All right, pack number two. I'm already liking it. I can see Scott Matlock on the front. That is a great grab right there. He had a huge season last year. He's definitely had a good one so far this year. I think he's a potential top first, second type round draft pick in the future here for Boise State. But Scott Matlock, big number 99. That is a right there off the top key card to get right off that. Kurt Rafdell. He's a guy who's he came onto the scene last year, hadn't really had much playing time before, I believe he transferred actually. But tight end for Boise State came in, had a pretty good season last year, was second receiving tight ends for Boise State last year. And he's had some focus this year, obviously a wealth of experience there in the tight end position. But Kurt Rafdell, a player who's definitely made a contribution for Boise State. We got Hal Schmidt, number 65. Austin Schultzmeyer. I'll be honest, a couple of these guys I'm not familiar with, and again, that's because some of these guys are practice squad members or guys who are still working their way into having a performance and impact on this roster. Dimitri Washington, there's another leader. This is the defensive pack. The last pack, offensive pack. This is the defensive pack. I'm really liking where this one's going. Chip Mitchell. We got Gavin Hambrick, Zion Washington, Deontay Thornton, number 27. So that's a number to keep an eye on there. Of course, that's got some history there for Boise State. Taylor Markham, Tyreek Jones. So I've got J.L. Skinner and Tyreek Jones, both the big leaders there in the secondary for Boise State. Gerard Reed, that was another guy, obviously, unfortunate Gerard Reed with the injury there. But Gerard Reed, got to meet him as well. J.L. Skinner, this pack actually has J.L. Skinner and Tyreek Jones in this. So I've got two, if I'm counting it right, I should have two J.L. Skinners. Yeah, two J.L. Skinner cards. Man, imagine Boise State defense with two J.L. Skinners. We'd be unstoppable, and we're already a good defense. And then look at that. Right on top, number one overall, Buster Bronco. So I can't be upset by that. Again, no signed cards, but that was an amazing two decks. Make sure you head to your local Jackson food store. Make sure you grab yourself a pack of these Boise State trading cards. I go out and collect them all. I mean, I'm going to have to see if my family members can send me a couple more ones. Maybe Jackson can start, setting up a website where you can buy them and fans not in Boise can find a way to get their hands on some of these cards. So make sure, I know that they're going fast. Make sure you go out there, get the whole roster. Not at all disappointed by that. That was fantastic. That was amazing. Definitely going to be a great contribution to my Boise State collection. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be doing a ton of videos, not like these, but I do tons of videos previewing Boise State football, reviewing Boise State games. I'm also going to be doing a couple of videos here where we look at the second half of the Boise State season. Where have they come so far this year? Obviously 4-2, but based on the predictions that I had, that the former players that came on and talked about Boise State had, what were we looking at Boise State being able to accomplish so far this year? Are those goals still in reach? What is the ceiling for Boise State this year? What can Boise State fans expect in the second year, which has dramatically changed from the beginning after 2 games that have really shifted the focus and the expectations for Boise State this season? So make sure you like, subscribe so you don't miss on that. And I'm also planning on doing kind of a mid-season catch-up for the Mountain West and looking just at all the teams overall based on what I predicted they would do. My prediction is actually holding true for most of those teams. What I predicted they would do up to this point in the season and what I think is going to happen for the rest of the Mountain West going forward the rest of the year. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. As always, go Big Blue!